It's officially September and summer is over. During the last few months, I was fortunate enough to visit some family in the Faroe Islands, but also just enjoying Denmark and Copenhagen, great weather and the bright summer nights that we have here. We missed out on the National Day this year in Tórshavn, but even then, it's such a cozy town full of knitting-related stores I can really recommend. We didn't do much hiking, but just getting outside a lot and getting tired from all the fresh air is such a nice change from the city life. Even though Copenhagen is kind of small, it still is different to be completely surrounded by nature without any car noise or even just other people. So welcome back to the channel. I'm glad to have you here. I'm Sissel and this is Loop Tales. I finished my t-shirt, which was honestly kind of a dread at the end. I haven't weaved all the ends yet, but I'm done with the knitting, and as you can see, I decided to continue the stripes all the way down. Didn't have enough green for the last part to do a double thread, so I had to mix it. I don't know. Someone in my family said she really liked it, so I might gift it to her. Cause I don't know, I would have preferred to do a bit longer t-shirt sleeves, like down to here. But I mean, I feel like I'm always trying to criticize something when I finished it, but I'm actually quite happy too. I'm really happy about the neckline. I think I'm gonna. It's just like a wide ribbing with stockinette at the top. It just rolls down kind of and lays nicely, and then the pattern has a lot of short rows, so it sits really nice on the body. I think it's really comfortable. I really like the design. I appreciate that the designer did all the calculations to make it fit really nice. I think the sleeves have a perfect width. I followed the pattern until here. I think there's 10 stripes in the original pattern, and then then there's ribbing and it sits kind of tight at the bottom, but I've knitted it in cotton and I just wanted it to continue downwards with the stripes. I didn't do a particular order in the stripes because then the eyes always try to find a pattern. I don't usually I just try to do a random stripe pattern. So really happy with the pattern, really happy with the the process of it. I'm not sure that I love the result, but maybe I just have to finish it with weaving in the ends and then washing it and trying it on again. Just taking it off. And then I'm actually in the Faroe Islands right now, as I said in the intro. Here you can also really see the short rows. It's really nice. I just did a regular ribbing before binding off, by the way. But yeah, I'm actually in the Faroe Islands right now, which feels like a knitting paradise. There are so many knitting stores, and the library has a huge knitting book section. Can really recommend going to the library if you're ever in the Faroe Islands, in Tórshavn, the library in Tórshavn. And I have my no-buy year, which I guess I'm having a no-buy year at home in Copenhagen. Maybe not in other countries. Anyway, I failed. I bought yarn here. I had this idea that I would we went to this tiny store that I haven't gone to before. I've been in the Faroe Islands many times, but I haven't gone to this particular little yarn store called Petite Knit. And I saw it had really great recommendations. I don't know why I've never gone there before. It's not in Tórshavn, it's a separate little town. And then when we got in, they had these beautiful hand-dyed yarns with plants, and they were so beautiful, and the store was tiny, and the person running it was just so kind. And before I knew it, I'd bought yarn, which I'll show you. Where did I put it? Yeah, so, and I actually already started knitting it. It's all wool. Most of it is mainly Faroese wool, but honestly the tags don't really say, but it is pure wool. And so this one is dyed with plants, and she showed me like how they do these type of colors where they vary, like they place the plants directly on the yarns and tie them up really tight, and then puts them in the dyeing pot. I thought like there just seems to be so much labor in just one little skein here. And then this one also. This one I think is mainly Faroese yarn, which can scratch a lot, but we'll see. I think I'll use it to do color work with a more soft yarn, so maybe it won't scratch that much. This one I'm doing kid sweaters with, and these two base yarns, like this color and this color. This one it was just so grass green. And then on the drive back, I just looked at the yarns. It was like the colors looked like the surroundings. The Faroe Islands are really green and beautiful. These are pure wool as well. Like it just says pure wool. I don't know. So pretty. Anyway, yeah, so maybe not sure what to do with the no buy. And then when I got back to Tórshavn, it also, you know, sometimes when you start eating chips, it's like you can eat nothing or the whole bag. I feel like that's how it went with this no buy yarn thing. Like it just, I was like, okay, I failed already, might as well go look at the other stores. Anyway, I started knitting with plant dyed yarn, and it's just, I really like how they come out together. I think I said in another video that all plant dyed colors basically go together. Like these kind of obvious because it's like all greenish, but she also had a lot of pink colors and reds, and I'm thinking like maybe I should go back and get more. Also, it's like a small local business. Dyeing in a way that doesn't harm the climate as much as like conventionally chemically dyed yarns. I don't know, I'm just trying to justify me falling over. Anyway, I'm really happy with this. Yeah, I also did some sampling. I can just show you. Really, I am loving these plant dyed yarns. I think I'm gonna do a Faroe Isles sweater for myself at some point. I had another one, I think, here. Yeah, then I just mixed it with some yarn that wasn't dyed. Liking this as well. Wow, it's getting long already. Yeah, and I'm not using any pattern for the sweater. It's just like a kid sweater. And then I went, where did I put that? Yeah, I went into Tórshavn, or downtown, and there's a little store called Snældan, which is a local yarn company here in the Faroe Islands. And they had a 1-ply wool, a 3-ply wool, and a 5-ply wool. And I've been in that store like many times before, but I haven't actually ever knitted anything from their yarns. It's Faroese yarn mixed with Falkland wool, yeah. Anyway, it's quite thick. It's like 16 stitches per 10 centimeter in width. And I think I'm gonna knit, I want to make a cable knit sweater. Only thing is, I'm kind of scared that I haven't bought enough. There wasn't a lot of projects on Ravelry with this yarn. So I couldn't really look to any of those for reference. And what I really like about this yarn is that it's quite light. I bought, let's see, a kilo, I guess, 1,000 grams, like this much. And I'm hoping that it'll be enough. It's undyed wool, so the color, the nuance, the gray nuance is from mixing wool from black and gray and white sheep. Yeah, so I might need to go down and get maybe just 1 or 2 extra. I can always make something in this basic color. But yeah, so I bought yarn. And there's not much more to say about that. And I'm still I'm not ending my Isager or my no buy yarn year. But for this yarn, there's only one cable knit project in the Isager book. And this yarn is way too thick for that. Oh my god, is this the wrong yarn? Oh my god. Oh my god. I got a wrong one. Damn it. 3 wrong ones. This is only 3-ply. Shit. I need to go to the store and... Oh no. Oh, good thing I saw this. I don't know if I have the receipt. I'm hoping that they'll help me. I'm gonna do a different cable knit project with this yarn. How did I not discover that? Oh my god. It was a true brain bleed situation, I guess, in all ways. Anyway, I was thinking about doing the Eurus sweater, which is really nice, I think. Or the Magda sweater by Skall, and I think it asked for quite a thinner yarn, so I might change it up so it goes with this yarn instead. Might do that, but it has a high neck, and I'm a little scared that it might be too warm for indoor use. The same with the Eurus sweater. And then I saw a pattern from a Japanese designer, Life or something like that. I can't remember what it said, but it looked really cool as well. I think that also asks for a thinner yarn. So if you have any good ideas for Aran sweaters in thicker yarn, please put it in the comments. Anyway, I might just freestyle a cable sweater. And I need to go downtown now to see if I can switch the yarn. managed to get help and switch the yarn, so I now actually have enough of the 5-ply yarn to make the sweater that I want. Yeah, as I mentioned previously, I had some sort of brain bleed in the Faroe Islands. I'm, by the way, back in Copenhagen, and got some different yarns, even though I was not gonna buy anything anyway. I didn't have any particular project in mind when I got this yarn, and there isn't really a pattern in the book that asks for as thick yarn as this, where the whole project is just one color. Anyway, so I did some swatching. It's always nice when you get new yarn, I guess. And I think I'm gonna do some sort of cable knit. Anyway, I was doing some different swatches, looking at some old swatches that I had lying around, and I found out that I really like this tiny cable here. It looks really cute. It's kind of hard to see. I was thinking I was gonna do just a cable, like figure out a pattern myself for a cable knit sweater, but because I couldn't find a pattern that had a gauge of around 16 stitches per 10 centimeters, maybe even 17. It is quite thick, the yarn, and it really folds out after wash. But chances are that the brand Skall, or Skall, I don't know how it's actually pronounced, is they're publishing a book on their printing outside. This Danish brand Skall, they are publishing a book with loads of cable knit sweaters in September, and I think I'm gonna hold off casting on a project, and I'm just gonna get that book right away. I saw the preview photos, and it just looks really, really cool, really exciting. So that's the plan for now for this yarn. I hope that I have enough of it, because I'm not sure they ship. Anyway, I hope there's enough yarn. I haven't really gotten anywhere further on my Usager project. I haven't even knitted the neckline, but I need to get started. On the sleeves for this one. Got a little short, but I'm hoping it will turn out all right. And in the meantime, the reason I haven't gotten anywhere on this project is because I've been knitting a lot of mittens, gloves, to give away as gifts. I've been making 5 pairs of the Petite Knit Celeste gloves, and I've been there. That was the first couple of pairs I did, and then I changed the pattern up a bit. One of them was this pair, where I found out while I was like finishing the second one that I had cast on 8 stitches too few, so this glove is way bigger than this one. So I have to unravel this one and do it over again. Like the pattern, but it's just really annoying. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait until winter to redo it. As I mentioned in the other video, I bought some plant dyed yarns in the Faroe Islands. which are becoming this little children's sweater. Just the grass green as the base color, and then the primary pattern color is the one that varies, and then there's just a tiny bit of the like sagey green. It was just a kind of in-between project. I'm thinking it's turning out quite cute. I'm hoping it'll fit. Anyway, it's really fun, I think, to do these Faroe Isle projects, and it's quite fast too when it's just these children's things. Yeah, so that was a kind of in between. Also, I really like because it's hand dyed with plants. It kind of changes, even though it's one color. It changes just a little bit. For my next project, I guess I have to finish this in between children's project, and then I think I'm either gonna start the Skall cable knit. I'm not sure, like whatever. I saw some previews and I'm just gonna change the pattern so that it fits with the yarn that I already have. They look really beautiful. I don't know. It's hard to knit something when you really want to knit something else, I guess. And I guess I failed completely on the no-buy yarn year. I'm trying to justify it by knowing that I bought the yarn from small companies, or like I guess the plant dyed yarn is not really even a company, it's just a small maker. But it's fine, it's okay. I finished off a good amount of yarn that I have had lying around already.